you got to remember that what you're bringing up today has been coming. It's been a storm that's about to hit, and you've been holding it back. And when you bring this up today, it is so weird because you've been thinking about it. I mean, if this is the kind of guy that brings a gun to school and he's about 10 minutes, he's going to go shoot people, I have to believe that he has an obsessive nature where he's been ruminating and obsessing about being picked on. So it's a whole different deal to think about it and now talk about it. Because now when you talk about it, it's real.
Yeah.
That transition needs to be developed. How weird that is to be thinking and mulling and processing and now spitting it out. How do I get it out? You've been wanting to say this for 7, 8 years, and you're now saying it. So it felt, I guess what I'm saying is it felt too easy to bring this up.
Yeah, makes sense.
Don't be afraid to take more time in the scene. You know, give yourself more pauses. You know, that makes the audience sort of wonder what's going to happen. It'll also bring more discomfort.
No, yeah.
Do you understand why I see it?
Because I'm not honest.
Okay. And what happens if you're not honest?
You don't connect.
And why is that bad?
Because if the audience doesn't connect,
then they
it doesn't
can't
work.
relate,
Yeah.
and they start thinking about other things, or they start watching another character.
Yeah.
So if you're in a scene and you don't know what the hell you're talking about, you got to stop and go, wait a minute, I got to flush this out. This has happened to me on a set where I have a line and I'm about to shoot it. I'm going, I forgot to fix this. I use this analogy because I think it's just so right. It's like a pothole that hasn't been filled. And you just figure it's going to go away, and it doesn't. If you have a line like, did you hear about Garrett? He's drafted by the Orioles. Why the hell are you talking about Garrett? And why are you talking about him getting drafted?
I guess it would be just kind of like a way to open up conversation.
So to open up conversation, and so why this?
Because
it's another person that's got good
jerk.
Things happen.
Yeah, and he's a jerk.
And he's a jerk.
Yeah.
But it's somebody else that good things happen because they never happened to me. So what's the point of being good?
Okay.
I've been trying to be good, and I got beat up by my best friend.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
And I also think it's a way, as you said, to kind of open up the door and discuss, but I think it's also stalling because, you don't want to necessarily get to the gun yet. So you're kind of like hemming and hawing, and then, how do I bring it up? So kind of search for how to say it first.
Okay.
Here we go. Action. Slow down. And do you not know your lines?
No, not yet.
So make sure you learn them.
Yes.
Action.
You hear about Garrett?
No, slow down.
Okay.
Think about what you're... In other words, when I say action, it doesn't mean it's time to say the line yet. When I say action, it could also mean for you to just go... Did you hear about Garrett?
Yeah.
All that. The audience is now wondering, all that stuff, what are you doing? And you've hooked me.
Okay.
You made me wonder. I'm watching you now.
You hear about Garrett?
No.
The Orioles drafted him.
What? Really?
Offered him something like $8,000. He's just goes to the show, act like a jerk.
Okay, so this is, again, you're rushing.
Yeah.
He says, oh, really? And then what I would have done is I would have said nothing and then just sat there for a while and eventually get to, almost to myself, just goes to show you. So I'm asking you to look deeper into what you can do different.
Okay, yeah.
I also think your choice of responding when he says the Orioles drafted him, you went, oh, really? Which, to me, is kind of playing the ending of the scene. Like, nothing negative has happened yet.
Okay.
What if you were like, oh, really? That's awesome.
I wasn't, I just had a different thought about how to play it. I was trying to do it that way originally, but just had a thought just now, like, well, if we're the kind of friends who like soft Roman candles and that kind of thing, then maybe we don't both like carrot.
I totally agree with you. It's a choice. I like this choice better because it's so different from him.
Okay.
A. And B, I like this choice better because it gives you a higher place to fall from.